welcome to the home of the Florida State Seminoles, Doak Campbell Stadium in Tallahassee. As we'll see a squad from the ACC, the California Golden Bears, taking on a team from the playoff a year ago, the Florida State Seminoles. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, here with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get this thing rolling. The Seminoles will kick it away first. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So the Cal Golden Bears offense will have the football first. And they're going to have to contend with a secondary that is one of the best. Jesse.
And they're a complete secondary, too. When you watch them on film, they're very good defending the pass and coverage, and they can play man and zone. But I like them, David, because they're not afraid to put their face in the fan. Everybody in the back end likes to tackle and likes to be physical. That's what makes them special.
Yeah, and it's just an elite group in the back end. Multiple guys that win their individual matchups, which makes it hard to run offense. And this is a group that, yes, they tackle well, they see the football well, they break on it well. You better worry about the ground game. You better get some kind of deception going against this secondary.
Dropping back, it's Dorsey. Pocket breaking down. They get enough rush, and it pays off the sack at the 20.
And the defense coming through with the first sack of the day. I'll tell you what, this defense, they get so many negative plays, and they play so fast. Sometimes you think when you watch them on tape, they got 12 guys. Last week they pitched a shutout. This week playing a great ball again.
To do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. Right on the money. Tackle is made at the 27. Let's see if they decide to punt it. The Golden Bears decide to punt it away. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. Looks it in at the 40. He'll get it up to about the 44-yard line before they slam the brakes on it. So Florida State's offense headed onto the field. Our first look at them today. From the shotgun, the inside give. Let's take a second here to talk about Florida State. At this point in the season, you're probably in if the playoff starts today, but it doesn't. A long way to go, and the margins will be extra thin from here on out.
No, because if the season ended today, you're basically right on the cusp outside of the top 5, so you need to keep winning. You need to keep the intensity up, playing with a sense of urgency. For the second half of the season, David, I think that's a massive key for this team.
Man, it's so hard with young kids, 17, 18, 19, 20 years old, to get them to continue to focus on the game in and game out. Not the rankings, not down the road. That'll be the challenge down the stretch.
Oh, what a big play for this offense as they get it to the 33-yard line. That's now 200 catches in his career.
It's so impressive because of his dependability. This guy has been consistent, David, week in, week out. He shows up, and he makes plays.
And it's easy to coach a guy like that. Consistent, does the work, catches the football, you know where he's going to be. That's why he's got 200 catches.
They get this sophomore on the ground, but he continues to make plays.
We know this guy is in contention right now for the Heisman Trophy, and this late in the year, if you're going to bring that home, you've got to put up big stat games, right? Had over 100 rushing yards his last time.
Touchdown, Florida State! They wanted to finish, and that they did on that possession. A score for the big fella here. Why are tight ends so effective in the red zone?
Well, these aren't the guys that are going to burn by you and go for 70 most of the time, but when you can use their big-bodied frames, threaten them to run the football and be a blocker in the running game, and now you slip them in the secondary, make that big play.
And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they top it off with a 14-yard pass for the touchdown. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Cal offense is headed back onto the field. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. Quarterback by himself in the backfield. To the air, it's Dorsey. He'll pull it down. They'll wrap him up, and he didn't find the same kind of running room this time as he did on the previous play.
It's just so nice to have a QB under center. Nowadays in football, you can trust these guys. You put so much on their plate, and you tell them, go get positive yards when it's there. And a lot of these guys are such great athletes, they do it with ease.
Wants to fire on second down. Time to take a shot. Interception. Didn't really get a chance to get started on that return, but he has set him up at the 41-yard line.
And that's such a great job of seeing the play, seeing it unfold, breaking on the football, making the interception, and you will absolutely never forget getting that first career INT, that big play, that big moment.
Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Handoff to the single running back. Pass to Sticks, and he may get more. Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a first down at the 44.
That is such a good run. I'll tell you, if you're going to put on a Seminole helmet, you better be dangerous with the ball in your hands at the running back position, right? You think back to the late, great Bobby Bowden. He was always able to recruit a difference maker at that position. He would have loved to have this guy in his offense because it feels like he can score a touchdown every single time he has the ball.
The RPO, fire complete to the left. Racing down the left side. And he glides into the end zone easily, but this one might be coming back. So the O-lineman got a little too far downfield. It wipes out the touchdown, and they'll back it up 5. Offense set on first down. They'll go to the air. Catch in the middle. It's Gray. And an absolutely fearless tackle. Giving up size, still got him on the turf. They're dealing with a second and long. Pressure coming. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
What a play by the defender that time, because he's matched up one-on-one man coverage against an outstanding wide receiver, and it's the defender who makes the play. Really, really good position. He was up to the challenge. Be interesting to see if this quarterback goes his way again.
He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down. They didn't quite get that route run deep enough to pick up the first down. Now they've got a 4th and short.
And I think everybody at home tends to yell at their television set. Why aren't you getting past the first down marker? Why did you run your route short? Defense did a good job knowing where that was. But now, 4th down, offense has to make a decision.
Needs it to keep this drive alive. Will not get there. A 4th down stop.
Low man wins. Defense that time on 4th down was expecting run, and you saw at the point of attack how they just dominated. There was nowhere for that guy to go. Defense wins the down. They give it back up now to their offense.
Here's the pressure. Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30.
And after that last last sack, man, you could just see it. They are feeling themselves. After pitching a shutout last week, after dominating early in this game, it just seems like they're playing with a different aggression and a different level of intensity than what their opponent is. They have been so dominant.
To the air, it's Dorsey. Under fire. Just a little bit too much juice on that one as the freshman was taking a shot. They're bringing the chop. They're bringing the noise on third down at the dope. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. It's complete to the left. They stop him short of the sticks, and it'll be fourth down. And the Golden Bears send out the punt unit. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. He will not make a fair catch. Field the punt and bring it back. Everybody stays in their lanes well enough, and they stop him at the 31-yard line. The Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. There have been a couple of missed opportunities for these offenses in the last couple of drives, Jesse.
And I think for this offense here, it'd be nice to hit an explosive play, be aggressive, and really pay off your defense's effort that last round.
And instead of having to move the ball down the field consistently and then getting stopped on fourth downs, you're right. Create some of those explosives. Take those deep shots. Make those big plays.
Offense gets set for second down. Wants to go up top. That's caught. It's Cross. There to make the tackle, and that's how we'll wrap up this first period. We've come to the end of the period, and Florida State has the lead. We've put one in the books. Let's have a look at our game summary. So they go back to work after the break, and it is third down. To the ground to try to move the chains. Turning it on! Couldn't ask for much more there. A first down, and they're down to the 42.
And this guy's going to have to come through for you in this game. He picks up another first down, but he's your Heisman contender. He's the best player on your football team, and he's a guy that's just going to have to touch the ball a lot in this game if you're going to win.
And the Noles will snap it on 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on first down. Gets it out fast. He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a first down.
Well, you know who's got to love this offense picking up so many first downs? It's their own defense. David, I know you love playing on teams with great offenses.
And the Seminoles are marching down the field. Unloads to the wideout. Complete to the right. Gets it inside the 5, down to the 4, and it'll be first and goal. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the Seminoles will try to punch it in on first and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line. Looking for just one more yard. It's second and goal. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Seminoles.
And I like the running back's vision. He sees the hole, explodes through it. He knows where the goal line is, gets in the end zone, gets 6.
And the extra point makes it 14-0. They took it 68 yards on that drive. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Cal gets it back, the sturdy Golden Bear offense on its way to the field. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14.
That's a fumble on the play. He picks it up, still on his feet. I don't know if it was luck or aggression or just a fortuitous bounce, but at least they've got the ball back.
But one thing I do know, Reese, this running back has got to do a better job with ball security. You cannot turn the football over and expect to win this game. They're very lucky they were able to jump on top of that.
And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Well, the defense sniffed that screen out perfectly. All the D linemen, they were reading the body language of the offensive line. They knew something was up, and when the screen pass got thrown, they were right there to make the tackle.
Third down conversion's always a huge stat, and they've got a 3rd and long from the 27. Looking for a man. It's Dorsey. And it's incomplete on 3rd down.
Every defense in the country talks about getting offenses in predictable 3rd and long situations where I can bring on more speedsters and I know the pass is coming so I can have more success.
And the returner goes down. All right, guys, here comes the Florida State offense onto the field. They've had a really productive first half so far, and they'll try to add to it here. They'll run the RPO and fire to the right. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. Looking to fire. Unloads to the right. It's gone. And he was loose and out the gate and doesn't go down until he gets to the 48-yard line.
That's a really good-looking throw there. And I think about back in my day playing for the Gators, we were known as having this high-octane passing attack with Steve Spurrier, but every time we played the Seminoles and Chris Swanke, who, of course, would go on to win a Heisman Trophy, we knew that we were going to have to be executing at a high level. This guy right here, when he gets going and he gets into a groove, he just does not miss. He is able to light up the scoreboard for the Seminoles.
Leaves it with the running back. They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5.
I know that wasn't a huge, sexy gain. I know not everybody's jumping up and down, but what it does do is put you in a great position to succeed on 2nd down. 2nd and 10, really hard. 3rd and 10, really hard. Now you're in a manageable situation. It really gives you the whole playbook.
A strike downfield. Touchdown, no! Once he got a step, it was all over, right to the house. They've got the lead and trying to put this one in a hammerlock here in Week 10.
All you can say is how impressive has this team been at home today in all 3 facets of the game. Their defense has been outstanding. We've seen some plays in special teams, and the offense continues to deliver, showing off all of the playmakers and all of the versatility they have on that side of the football. This could not be better here in the first half with the home team.
And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And the finisher coming on that 42-yard touchdown toss. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Cal offense is headed back onto the field. They just haven't been able to get anything going, and they'd better get started or it's going to get away from them, David.
Yeah, and these are the weeks that you really wish that you were playing a video game and you could just reset the console, start over, Jesse, and make something better happen early.
They just look like they're sleepwalking in this first half, and it's not just one guy. They just haven't been playing collectively as a unit. And if I'm the head coach, I'm considering starting to give some other dudes some chances here.
Quarterback gets the first down.
Man, that's so frustrating. And it happens so fast. He just pulls it down. It looks like pass. He pulls it down, and he's gone. Just like that, chewing up yards. So much speed, so hard to stop.
Offense lines up for a 1st and 10 from the 43. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and a score on this drive would do wonders for their confidence. Looking for a productive play on 1st down. Back to pass, it's Dorsey. Under fire. The throw. Back open in the middle. Makes the grab almost to the 1st down marker, but a good pickup on that one. The Golden Bears want to move quickly. They'll go to the air on 2nd and short. Swings it out to the flat. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. And the Golden Bears line up, trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. They get to him as he throws. That's caught. It's Lester. Touchdown, Cal! He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him.
got to wonder if that's going to be the play that changes the momentum in this game for the offense. It had been tough. They were up against it here early in the game, but the quarterback now starting to find a little bit of a rhythm. Really nice touch and throw on that touchdown, and here we go. This might be the play that gives them their confidence.
On the move from inside his 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Okay, guys, the Florida State offense returns to the field. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect him.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
Give to the running back. Not much working there. It'll be 2nd and 9. Kept it on the ground on 1st down. Now back to the line. Back to throw. Time running short in the half. He's going for a big play downfield. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
Love the physicality of this secondary on defense. That defender got to the football, was able to separate the receiver from the ball, and did it legally. Beautiful job.
Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. With the catch, it's crossed. He gets it up to the 44-yard line. He'll be marked out of bounds right there as this offense continues to roll. The Noles will line it up on 1st and 10. Looking downfield on 1st down. Oh, they're after him. Receiver wasn't ready for the throw. Incomplete.
Man, it's easy to play defense when you can do this. When you can get to the quarterback quick and make him make a decision quick, it makes it easier for the secondary, for the linebackers, for everybody on the field.
So now it's 2nd and long. Looking to go up top, and time's running out in the half. Fires to the wideout. Got his man downfield. Gets it inside the 40, brought down at the 39, and they can't stop the clock. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. Just inside the 40-yard line. It's 1st and 10 from the 39. Looking to throw on 1st down. Throws to the wideout. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Well, it's a great job by the back end of the defense that time, making up for what the front end of the defense couldn't do. The quarterback had all day to throw that ball, but it was the hit and coverage that forces the incompletion.
Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. They'll throw again after the incompletion. The quarterback's a little more on target there. Maybe they hook up, but it's an incompletion.
Well, he's been Mr. Dependable early in this game. The first 5 attempts, all complete. Finally, the defense able to force an incompletion when they throw his way. This guy's route running his hands. It's a matchup problem, but the defense finally has something good happen.
Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Punts it out of the air. What a play there, and he rips off a big one all the way to the 16-yard line. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. One more snap coming before halftime. Trying to cap this drive with the pass. He's got it on the move. He'll be brought down, and that's the final play of the half. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
And it should come as no surprise we have ourselves a fun matchup in Tallahassee.
The Golden Bears will try to kick this one deep to get things underway in the 2nd half. The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. They'll open the second half with a run. Creates a little room. Gets it past the first down marker and still running. They'll mark him out of bounds short of the 40 at the 37-yard line, but a big-time pickup on the ground. They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Just a short pass to the tight end. Gets away from one. Finds some space. Just steamrolling the defense. Ripped off a huge chunk play on that one as he gets the first down before he steps out of bounds. The Seminoles, after ripping off that huge run, let's see if they can do it again. The give to the running back from the shotgun. Oh, he's got some space. He'll be down at the 4-yard line after that terrific run. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They've really got this offense humming. Just the 4th play of the drive, and it's first. Touchdown, Florida State! Fired in from the red zone for the score. That's his 3rd touchdown pass of the day. The defense has no clue how to respond right now.
No, and the defense has had absolutely no answer. He's been on the money. He's been on fire, making the right decisions and just carving this defense up.
And they knocked through the extra point, and they're up 28-7. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Cal gets it back. The sturdy Golden Bear offense on its way to the field. They're down by 21 points, but you get a touchdown here, and you do at least apply a little game pressure, Jesse.
It's true. I think for them to get back in this one at this point now, they need the quarterback to play his best football. He's going to have to be good really pre-snap, David, making sure they're in the right looks, and he's got to be really good with his decision-making.
He's got to be dialed in because defensively you're giving up points. So it's not like you have the luxury of the defense playing great. The offense is going to have to score and score pretty dang quickly.
I got to be honest, I am shocked at just how well the defense has played in this game, especially stopping the run. We talked about statistically how they've struggled this season, but they have put the clamps down in this one, and they're just playing with a ton of intensity.
Looking to throw, it's Dorsey. Here comes the heat. Got his man out of the backfield. He's going to come up about 5 yards short of the line to gain. And the Golden Bears will punt this one away. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They'll put a stop to that return as he gets it up to the 41-yard line. The Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. There have been few obstacles for this offense as they are starting to pull away here. There he goes! And he'll finish the run at the end zone. Touchdown, Seminoles!
Man, I am a great play caller when I can hand it to guys like that. And he can go that far to the house, create big plays, showed you a little bit of vision, showed you a little bit of burners when he kicked it in gear and got the long touchdown run.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And he tacks on the extra point. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Fellas, a big-time top 25 duel. Let's get right to the pictures. USC looks like a legit title contender right now. That offense is just having its way. They're up by 17 over Michigan. Just another week in the Big Ten where the only constant is chaos, fellas.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. From the gun, running back on the move. He fought him off for a while, but that's what they mean by gang tackling.
And yeah, that's kind of surprising. And we talked about this before the game. One of the big matchups. Run the football against a defense that's been susceptible against the run throughout the season. But This offense just can't find a way to get it going, and I'm surprised, but now what's your counterpunch? How are you going to get the ground game going? Because so far, not a lot of success.
I love the anticipation on that throw by the QB on the out route. You got to throw it before the receiver comes out of his break. Nice work.
Dropping back, it's Dorsey. He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. The Golden Bears will bring the punt team onto the field. They've been busy out there to punt for the 5th time today. And the returner will be knocked down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. All right, guys, here comes the Florida State offense onto the field. Man, that last drive, if you want to call it that, was efficient. One big run. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. Snags it. And he'll step out of bounds just short of the goal line. Almost a touchdown, but not in there yet.
And how about the big strike down the field? I love when offenses take shots down the field, try to make big plays. Now they're set up in the red zone.
The Seminoles have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. Takes a snap, wants to throw. Looking for the score. And that one is picked off in the end zone.
And that's got to feel good, and that's a play this young man is never going to forget. His first interception of the season. Great job reading the QB's eyes and getting to the football.
Handoff from the gun. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34. A first down for the offense. He'll pull it on the read. And he'll lose yardage on this play. Loses 2 yards. Great job by the defense.
And it's been a surprise today for this offense. Like, coming into the game, we all talked about it. We thought they'd be able to run against this defense that's been run on a lot, and this offense just can't get the running game going. Be interested to see what they do to try to change it up, but somehow, some way, they need that physical ground game.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Looking downfield, it's Dorsey. Oh, that slithered right through his fingers and would have been his 2nd interception of the game. Instead, it's 4th down. And the Golden Bears line up to punt it away. And these guys have been busy. 6th punt of the day. Working his way on the return up to the 40-yard line before he stops. Okay, guys, the Florida State offense returns to the field. That last drive was promising for a while, but breaks into the open. Broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch it.
And this dude has been a problem today. Almost 200 yards rushing, rips off another long run. He has been impossible to stop. They've featured him, and Palmer, I would continue to feature him.
Yeah, I would too, David. I think he's the definition of a running back that gets better as the game goes on. The more and more you give him He just seems to get stronger. He seems to get faster. People do not want to tackle this guy for 60 minutes. He is putting on a show.
And he knocked that one right down the middle. What a way to send a message. Huge play in the running game. One snap, and you've got a touchdown on the board. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Cal offense is headed back onto the field. They've punted the last 3 times they've had it, and now really needing to put a score on the board on this possession. Defense in the right spot. They stop him after a gain of 2 to the 28.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. Pulls and fires complete. He's there to make the stop, but the damage has been done as they pick up the first down on the throwing catch.
That's a huge throw for the offense, but they're down by a ton. They're going to need a lot more of that, and it's not going to be easy considering the defense knows they're probably going to be throwing the ball every play here in the second half moving forward.
And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
This has got to be disappointing if you're the offense, guys. You were expecting to have a lot of success running the ball, especially against this defense, which has struggled so much this season, but just nothing doing. They have not been good enough in the trenches so far.
Fakes the grab on the left. Finally forced out of bounds, maybe a step shy of midfield. They'll mark it at the 49.
Well, it's a nice job, too, of the quarterback after the play fake there, getting his eyes down the field. He had to get that to his tight end quickly, knowing he wasn't going to have a lot of space to run with after the catch.
Just nowhere to go against this defense to find that single yard he needed on 3rd down. One more snap before the end of the quarter. Corner's right up on that line of scrimmage. On 4th down, trying to find his man. Big man has it. It's a first down and more. Bulldozes his way through. He was just a breath from taking that one all the way, and he'll run that momentum right into the 4th quarter. That's the end of the quarter, and Florida State has the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. They go back to work with the first down in the final period of this one. Out of the gun to give to the back. It's a fumble. Recovered by the defense, and he's off. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back.
Man, and it was just the impact of the hit that dislodged the football from the ball carrier. There was a heat-seeking missile coming in there, and he knocked that thing loose.
Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. They had this thing in a hammerlock at halftime, and now they are really ratcheting up the pressure, David.
And I tell you what, this offense doesn't have to change a thing, Palmer. They've done what they wanted in the first half and starting off the second half in the same fashion.
And I like how they're letting different guys get involved, too. They've got so many different playmakers all over the field.
Fires to the big fella. And he'll have enough for the first down at the 42.
Man, he's over 150 yards now. Featuring this guy, featuring this weapon, you know he's a mismatch, and you're going to exploit it. Great job by the offense.
Picked it off, and this defense really needed something to go right. Oh, he was hoping to make something out of that return, but they'll have it first down at the 39. This offense has it with really good field position. Off the play fake on first down. Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49.
I got to give this defense a lot of credit. They were very confident coming into this one, even though they were going up against one of the best quarterbacks in the entire country. They're confident because they believe in their ability to get to him. And they've been able to do that in this game. There's another sack here.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. To throw, it's Dorsey. Here's a heat. Working the middle. What a play by this defense, and they stop him short. It'll be fourth down.
Well, this offense is given a lesson right now on how to fight through adversity because first and second down was ugly, but they come up with that huge completion to now set up a manageable fourth down opportunity to keep this drive alive.
Oh, he dropped it. He just lost his concentration and didn't look it all the way in. Desperately wanted to convert on fourth down, but couldn't do it. They'll run it out of the shotgun. Not much he could do there. Does pick up 2 to the 34. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. They'll go right back to him. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. It'll be 3rd and long.
Well, the defense finally able to make a play, getting a tackle for loss. They haven't had many of those today because this running back...
And it's picked off for the 3rd time today. Looking for more room. Touchdown, Golden Bears! The defense gets it done with that huge interception return.
And this defense has had a rough day, but how about this play? Breaking on the football, making the pick, taking it to the house, maybe build some momentum for some future games.
42, Cal 14.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. The Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. They go to the ground. Snuffed out behind the line of scrimmage, and we have not seen much of that. What a day he's had so far.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late.
And the pressure gets him back at the 8-yard line.
Man, this offense has been bad. How about the first play? Nowhere to go, nowhere to run, tackle for a loss. Second play, you get your quarterback sacked. And the third play, now we're sitting in 3rd and long, right where this defense wants to get us.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. And the defense getting a hand in there on 3rd down. The Seminoles will try to pin them back with the punt. 3 and out and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Typically at this spot on the field, you make a fair catch. I'd call that risk aversive, but it is good field position. Cal gets it back. The sturdy Golden Bear offense on its way to the field. That last drive was promising at times, but stalled out, and they turned it over on downs, Jesse.
I think they got to do a better job here, just being better early in the downs, on first down finding positive plays.
Yeah, and it's frustrating when you move the football and get stopped on the other side of the field and get no points. But they've had some success, and I like the aggressiveness. They just got to cash some of these drives in.
Came through like a shot and knocked him down for a loss of 5.
Yeah, and this offense has to find a way to run the football. They got to get more creative, but whatever that looks like for this offense, something to jumpstart them because nothing really going on the ground.
Yeah, defensively, though, you got to get...
Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at the 42.
Yeah, and this defense just putting the cherry on top of the sundae. They've been all over the place. They've done a great job. Their offense has built a huge lead. We're just counting down the minutes on the clock now.
Down by multiple possessions, they can't come up empty on this drive in the 4th quarter. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Lofts one high and deep. Makes a catch, 1st down and maybe a lot more. Turns out to be an easy conversion for this offense as they move the chains on 4th down. How about that one? 4th and forever, and he just turned one loose and fired it for the 1st down.
Man, does that sting. Defensively, you get him in the perfect situation. You know they're going to pass the football. You play the ball deep, and you give up a deep pass. That is a back-breaking play.
keeping it on the ground on 1st and goal. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
Well, that last play is basically a microcosm of what today has been like for this offense. Just nothing happening. Not physical enough at the point of attack. They're being swarmed. They haven't had the balance necessary to win this game, and that's why they find themselves trailing late.
Can't hang on in the end zone, and that one is going to drive him crazy when he watches it. It'll be 3rd down. Looking to throw, it's Dorsey. And the missed connection on 3rd down.
Well, at this point, you're still trying to throw stuff up against the blackboard and see if it sticks. You're down by a lot of points, so why not try it, right? And give the offense credit. You know, you're not just going to run the football. You're not just going to take a knee and go into the locker room with your tail between your legs. I like the fighting spirit, just not enough of that today.
It's incomplete, and they'll turn it over on downs. And the Knowles buried deep in their own territory, just trying to find breathing room on 1st down. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. Win with the running game on 1st down, now back at it. They'll try to get the edge with the toss play here. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
And sometimes for the defense, it just takes one play, right, to create some momentum. Obviously, this guy's been eating him up. He's got over 100 yards rushing on the day. But finally, David, they get something positive here in the run game defensively.
But you kind of know that coming in. He's going to get his. Such a great back, and he's had a great day. Need to put more plays together like that right there.
Offense uses a timeout. 17 seconds left on the clock.
Nice job by the running back, catching the football and understanding where the 1st down marker was. I got to go get that 1st down. He did a nice job of it.
Wants to throw on 1st down.
And I think everybody holds their breath when that QB is back to throw, and he's right near the goal line. You never know if it's truly a safety, but he just gets out of the end zone and avoids the safety.
With the win today, they're now bowl eligible.